Hey everybody, it's Garrett here with NordStick, showing you the brand new leg extension attachment and all the ways to use this in your home gym. So the first things first, when you're setting it up, you want to shorten the base to the shortest position, and you want to position these pads at level 6. So you're going to see 6, which will mean that it's in the right hole, and then you're going to tighten this down. I like putting it at 45 degrees so that I have space to hook the attachment on. So once you have it in the shortened position, it angled at 45 degrees, you can now put this attachment on, clip the handle on first, then you're gonna line up these holes. You're gonna screw in these caps to lock it into place. When you're not using the leg extension attachment, I like to store these back here in these ports, but since we're using it, we're gonna tighten these on. Now, when you're using this, you have two options. You can loosen this front here, and you can either use it with standard plates or typical 2-inch plates like you see primarily in the US. What you'll also see is this adjustment knob, so you can adjust the length to accommodate your leg length, and then you can also accommodate alternating height. So we're gonna have Kristen come in and we're gonna start with leg curls. So we're gonna put 10 pounds on and Kristen is gonna get set up. You'll notice that this adjusts in height, so this pad stays right above her knee, so it won't put any pressure on her knee. There's multiple adjustment points here. You can find one that's comfortable for you. You can also adjust the length of here, so that when you're doing a hamstring curl, the weight doesn't hit your butt and interfere with the range of motion. Step out, Kristen, please. Kristen has it in the first starting position. If you would like to start it at a more comfortable angle, you can add these two top hats. It'll create a little bit more space for when you're getting started. So now when Kristen steps in, there won't be any pressure on her legs when she starts to do her hamstring curl. Kristen, step out one more time. If you're finding that it's too short, you can adjust the length of here. Kristen, step back in. You'll see that it's now further down her leg, allowing for more range of motion. This will also make it more challenging. Now we're gonna show you how to use it for a leg extension. So you're now gonna shorten this down into its shortened position, tighten like that, and then you're gonna lower this down 25 degrees, and Kristen's gonna have a seat here. So you can do single or double leg extensions, and you can also adjust the height. So you can make it shorter, which will make it easier, but if you have shorter legs, it'll also make it more comfortable. And then you can lengthen it. There are 4 different adjustment points to make it more comfortable when doing the exercise. You can also adjust your starting point. So when Kristen is in her starting position now, you can see that her knees are about 5 to 10 degrees in a forward position. If you want to adjust this, Kristen, step out of the machine. Like I mentioned before, there's these top hats that customize the start position. So if you have both screwed in, it'll start at a 10 to 15 degree angle. If you just have the bigger one screwed in, it'll start at a 0 degree angle. And if you have none screwed in, you'll see how it starts at a negative angle, increasing the range of motion. So Kristen, hop back on the machine and you'll see how that starting point now differs for her. So you can see now her legs are starting at a negative angle, giving more range of motion through the leg curl. If you're trying to grow your quads, this is a great way to grow your quads using the leg extension through the full range of motion. But if that position makes your knees cranky, you can use this top hat design to adjust the starting point. These are intentionally at an angle so that it'll always sit flush on the back of the machine and be stable whatever starting point you choose. Next thing I want to show you is how the band system integrates. So if you don't have weights, you are able to add bands to your leg extension attachment. So you'll clip these on like that, and so now you'll have both bands connected, and now Kristen can get on, use it for banded leg extensions. You can add more than one band, creating the same resistance as a weight. Now, what you can also do with this is use it for leg curls too. So Kristen, step out. So now the band system's connected and Kristen can position this up. And now Kristen will step in and do standing hamstring curls. Adding bands adds extra resistance. When you're done, you can just take the bands off and go from there. You can also do bands with weights if you would prefer that. So let's just see what that looks like. Now Kristen can have a seat and do a seated leg extension. So this is an additional way you can use your band system to add challenge to your leg extension attachment. Awesome, hop off. So now I'm gonna show you how to take this off your NordBench. So first you take the weights, then you take your band system off. So once your band system is disengaged, now you're gonna unscrew both these black parts, and then you're gonna tip it back and it should remove nice and easy. Store vertically, out of the way. So that's how you add the leg extension attachment and use it with your NordBench Pro. If you have any additional questions, just reach out to Garrett at the NordStick. I'd be happy to hop on a call with you and work through any issues that you're facing with the leg extension attachment or the NordBench, or help you get started with a program to make sure that you're getting off on the right foot with your NordBench Pro and leg extension attachment. We've added a bunch of surprises to this and I can't wait for you to experience it.